think we're there. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
It's good to see you guys. Scott and Tammie here. All right, now I think we're live. There we go. Hello, everybody. Scott and Tammie here. Good to see you.
Morning, afternoon,
Evening, wherever you are.
whatever. Happy day.
It's good to see everybody. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been here. Last week was a little bit crazy. This week's a little bit crazy too, but I'm going to talk a little bit about that in just a few minutes. We're going to look at a number of subjects today. I want to go on and see if I can share this. I wonder if I can let me share it on my Facebook page while we're going. By the way, if you would share this podcast stream, get other people on here with us, we'll talk about some of the stuff that you want to talk about as well. So
Right.
let's see. It looks like it's going to let me share it. So I'm going to go here.
Thank you.
Thank you. And share now. All right.
Good job.
I think I shared it with a page. I don't think I.
I would share, but I couldn't figure it out.
Anyway, it's good to see you. Let's get to where we can see comments and stuff. All right, we should be able to see comments now.
Awesome.
Yeah, got a couple of things that we're going to talk to you about. It's been a busy couple of weeks.
Yes, it has. Stressful.
Very stressful. Why do we get so stressed?
I don't know.
So, you didn't
Life.
even get coffee? We came here for coffee and you didn't get coffee?
I was in a Diet Coke mood. Kill a few more brain cells.
Oh, I got you. Well, I'm going to put this right here. This
But I
is
made
the
your coffee like I like it.
this little guitar pick. So, well, thank you. You know just how I like my coffee.
Yes.
However, I drink coffee any way it's made, period. I don't know about you guys. What's up, David? Good to see you, dude. I like it black. I like it with cream. I like it with sugar. I like it with carcinogenic sweeteners.
Of course, it's the best.
Whatever.
The best. It's
Yeah.
the best.
So, anyway, it's good. It's good to see everybody here. I'm glad that you're joining us. If you are new to our channel, what we're doing right now in our live chat is we're going to talk about a couple of different topics. Sometimes we play games, sometimes we have guessing, and we ask you things and let you guess the answers, all that kind of stuff. But today, what we're going to do, I've got a couple of things I want to discuss, a few topics. I think Tammie's been around now long enough that you guys are getting to know her a little bit. And
Sorry.
why? That's a good thing. That's not a bad
It's
thing.
not. It's a bad thing.
Oh. And we're going to talk about why she's wearing these ears.
My
It's the first time I've
favorite.
ever seen you wear the ears outside of Disney parks.
Live on the edge.
Living on the edge. We're going to talk about the ears. So, anyway, I hope you guys are having a really good day. And if you join in and want to tell us where you're from, thank you. Like it black, like the t-shirts. Yeah, me too.
David's on vacation right now.
He is on vacation. He's had a little bit of issue though. He's had some water issues while he's been on vacation, so he's been having to do a little bit of work. Hope you're
so
still
fun.
having a good time. I don't wear bows. David. Sorry about that. Don't mean to disappoint you, but. All right, I got a couple of things, and let's see. I'm going to go and find out which of these topics I want to talk about first. First thing I want to do is mention that we had a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago now, on Facebook, Tammie and I posted a photo. I don't know why it's so dark. Oh, okay, there it is. I think it's the background. Let's move it this way and see if that helps.
Okay. That's perfect right
Get
there.
back in the picture. I'm trying to get it on you.
Sorry.
There you
okay.
go. That bright sun behind us was making you look really dark. Okay.
Got a tan. All ready for vacation.
Yeah, there you go. No, a couple of 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, I posted a photo, and it was actually Tammie's idea to post or to take. We were in the yard. We had this storm come through. We've had about 3 storms so far this year that have come through, and while they were coming through, it did some massive devastation to areas around us. Thankfully, we didn't have any damage, but we had trees down around us. We had people flooded all over the place. Hey, Glenn, good to see you. Bad connection. Wanted to listen, but no internet connection here. I'm sorry, Glenn.
We're having a tough time.
Yeah,
with
we're having a
ourselves.
difficult time with our connections. Maybe our connection
It's
instead of
ozone
yours.
layer It's a heavy ozone layer today.
The ozone layer.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do dual hair buns on a podcast? I guess we could.
Yeah, we can try that next
Yeah,
time.
I guess we could do that.
I love wearing a hair bun. Scott always says I look like a old librarian, and not in a
When
good.
have I ever said that?
Well, I can read your thoughts.
So you're saying I said that, but I've never said
You
that.
thought it.
But I never said
Do
that.
you not name my hair bun Irene?
Yeah, I gave it a name. Yeah, I named it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't. I never said you look like an old. There's one thing that she does not look like, and that's an old librarian.
I can look like a librarian.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't think you do.
Good.
I actually did wash it today. I could do like the pigtails on the sides, you know, just kind of like this. I could do that.
We need to braid it again.
Yeah, she braided it for me on the podcast here a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, back to the storm thing. Use a bigger hamster. Yeah. Thanks, Mark. I agree. I do agree.
I love
Thank
a
you.
man bun.
Yeah, she thinks it's hot, but
I like a man bun.
I'm not crazy about it. Plus, whenever I do it, it ends up looking like a beehive or, the old 50s librarian hairdo.
Call you Irene.
Yeah. So, back to what we were saying is we had this storm came through, and it did a bunch of damage, and there's a lot of rain. We had one come through 3 nights ago. We had 5 inches of rain overnight. It flooded the streets. To go to work the next day, I was having to drive through flowing water to drive to work. It's been some strange weather. The storm had just cleared, lightning and thunder and all the rain, and behind us was this. It's probably one of the prettiest sunsets I've ever seen. And we live out kind of on a little farm area, so as a result, the sky behind us under that storm, I guess, was lit up, and it looked like it was on fire. I mean, it looked like
An African safari look.
it did. Yeah, it was like fire and flames. And so Tammie says, "Grab your phone, take a selfie, take a picture of us." So I did. I took my phone out, and I just did a quick snap of a selfie in front of that sunset, and I posted it on Facebook. One of my friends took that picture and put it on canvas and like wrapped it and blew it up. I mean, this thing is, get in the screen. It's this wide. I mean, it's big. And
How big was it?
It's this wide. Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably 24 inches wide, and we have it on our wall now. But that was the coolest gift. But it was neat to me. And when I posted it, I started getting all kinds of commentary under it about how a storm comes through, and after a storm, God
David
does
said
something
it looked like a nuke
beautiful.
went off.
It did. It was. Yeah. It was crazy. I'm not exaggerating. It was a bizarre looking sight where that big storm came through, and then that sunset kind of up under that cloud blanket. Very interesting. So Mark said he saw it. Yeah, it was. Thank you, Mark. It was cool, and the way it happened, just being.
I'm testing your coffee to see if they got it right.
Oh, okay. Is it right?
Right. I'm gonna put it right here so you can reach it easier.
Oh, thank you.
Here,
Appreciate that.
You can reach my Diet Coke too. We'll share.
They're coming to get you.
Okay.
It's loud.
They can have me.
Yeah, it was a cool post, and for that guy, to one of our sanctuary followers, to take that and blow that up and make that and send it to us in FedEx. I got home from work one day and that was waiting. It was the coolest thing. So anyway, I wanted to mention that and say thank you. By the way, those of you that are watching, if you have any questions now that you're getting to know Tammie a little bit, and if you have any questions you would like to ask or any particular topics you would like us to look at, maybe show ideas, because we've played some fun ones.
Or nothing on cooking or cleaning. I don't have any ideas on that. The blank emptiness.
By the way, yesterday I cooked and I cleaned.
I love that about you.
I did.
It's awesome.
I did.
You're awesome.
I did laundry and I cooked supper. I made nacho cheese chicken.
It's good.
It's good. I've got this seasoning called nacho cheese. It's a real health conscious thing, and it's low sodium and just loaded with flavor. and I blackened some chicken with that, and it was really good. Very good. I can cook, but you can cook too. You're a good cook. Yeah. A FedEx package, and it wasn't chicken. No, it wasn't chicken. That siren freaked out a couple of my customers. Sorry, Mark. Yeah, it freaked me out there for a minute too. I thought they were coming to get her. What are you doing?
Testing your coffee again.
Testing my coffee again. You just want to have my coffee? Okay, just have my coffee, and I'll drink the bad Coke.
No, we're sharing.
You said it wasn't good, but I'm going to drink.
Playing.
No,
we're sharing.
You go ahead.
No,
I'll share.
we'll share.
I'll share with you.
Okay.
All right. So, anyway, let's see if there's blackened makes everything better. Mark, that is my favorite kind of food, blackened food, and Cajun seasoning and.
We used to go to New Orleans and get our blackening down
shrimp.
the open market, but we haven't been since COVID.
Oh, you're talking about the seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that real blackened seasoning in the French open market down in New Orleans.
We need to go back.
French
Maybe
Quarter.
I'll go tomorrow. That's what I can do tomorrow.
I'm not going to New Orleans tomorrow.
I will.
Anyway, here's another idea or another topic that I wanted to briefly mention. God's done some cool things in my life the last few weeks, and one of them is that He reconciled a friendship that I had lost, and I'd really and truly about decided that friendship was never going to be put back together. This particular friend of mine, he was probably, yeah, absolutely, Mark. This particular friend of mine was probably more like my brother than my friend. I mean, we talked all the time, not just every day, but all the time. You know, at least once an hour we were carrying on. And whenever I was in ministry, in church ministry, he was at the church down the street, and we were very close. And I mean, we did some crazy stuff. Looking back on it, we did some crazy things. We one of the crazier things that we did, we had a wrestling. We put together this wrestling. We had a guy that went to our church that was one of the very first WCW wrestlers, and he trained us, and we started doing wrestling. And we had it was a real wrestling ring that we had built, and we started doing these shows, and we would have hundreds of people that would come. It was fun, and this was the kind of wrestling that was the fun kind. I got thrown through tables, and I had garbage cans crashed over my head. I lost consciousness several times, but it was fun. But anyway, this friend of mine was right there with me. He and I were always kind of pitted against each other, and we ended up beating each other about half to death. I saw him almost get hurt bad. He was wrestling this one guy, and this guy was huge, and the guy did this pile driver thing. He was wrestling J.D. McDuffie, and he turned him upside down and grabbed him, turned him upside down, and went down and did the pile drive thing, on his head in the ring, and cracked his neck. And I think he's told me before that he still has issues with that. But he about got hurt. Yeah, he about got hurt. Got clotheslined by him too, and knocked the wind out of him. He got beat down by that guy. But
he's the one. If y'all remember, we were talking about going kayaking, and he fell off in the river. We tried to save him when we about broke his arm with the paddle. He went down, and
he's going under the water in the white water.
He must just be jinxed.
He's going under the water in the middle of whitewater rapids, and I said, "Give him a paddle." And Tammie goes, "Okay." And it just comes down on his arms like.
And we're paddling about, and he's standing back there going.
We got a photo of him. These chairs are pulling my hair out. We got a photo of him going down in the water, and it's like whitewater everywhere, and all you see is his face. He's going. It was pretty funny. But anyway, over the years, some things happened. Some stuff happened in his life. Some big stuff happened in his life, and I saw him go through a really deep time of depression and pain, and he was going through a lot. And I tried to keep in touch with him, and unfortunately, one of the other people that he was around did not like me at all. She did not like my influence.
How could somebody not like you?
Well, I ask these folks. There's I get lots of criticism on there. Not them, but I mean they can probably give you a reason why. But anyway, this this particular person did not like me, and he talked to her and listened to her, and over time, he and I became separated. We were not close, and it was an unfortunate time. I remember one of the last times that I talked with him on the telephone. He told me not to call him anymore, so I didn't call him anymore. But a couple of years later, God put him on my mind, and I texted him. And whenever I sent the text, about 30 seconds after I got the text, I received one back. And come to find out, it was not from him, it was from this friend of his. Said, if you ever text me again, it will be the last text you ever send. I will end your life, or something. It's basically a death threat. I mean, real.
I hate when I get those.
I don't like getting those either. And we get some, anonymously, sometimes through Sanctuary occasionally. Brother Buford gets a lot. I'll tell you a little bit about Brother Buford in a minute. I got a thing or two to tell you about him. But when I got this death threat from him, I was really freaked out because I thought it was him. I didn't know that it was the other person that had his phone and sent it back. Did not want me contacting him. So, anyway, long story short, about maybe 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, on YouTube, and if you don't know this, you should. Anytime Sanctuary, what are you doing?
I'm going to start giving us a music track with our podcast.
Yeah, and they're going to zap it and not let it go live.
Okay.
It's crazy. She ain't right.
That was a sad song. Dramatic.
Dramatic. Dun dun dun. About 6 weeks ago, if you don't know this, anytime we load any videos to YouTube, we get a barrage of hate mail. Sanctuary gets tons of hate mail. Lots. Pastor Bob in particular gets a lot of hate mail. All of us do, but oh my gosh, you would not believe the hate mail that man gets.
They're just jealous of his hair.
Yeah, they just want to be cool like him, and
his ducks.
And his ducks and geese. If I was jealous of anything to do with Pastor Bob, you know what it would be? His voice.
Piano skills.
Oh no, his voice.
Does he sing good? Oh, just this
speaking
tone,
voice.
Yeah.
Does he sing good?
I was just like, he said voice.
Yeah, his voice. I love to hear him speak. But anyway.
I'm sorry, I digress.
Yeah, and you interrupted my train of thought. What's wrong with you?
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, he, this friend of mine that I became disconnected from, found us on YouTube and went and left a comment on a YouTube video. And interestingly enough, any YouTube video that goes up, the comments are all moderated. Every single comment. If a comment goes on there, it doesn't matter if it's from a video from now or from one of Pastor Bob's videos 10 years ago. We have thousands of videos on YouTube. Every single comment that goes to YouTube is moderated. They're either approved, or some of them don't even get to us. If they're too bad, we don't even see them. But what in the world are you doing?
That was just God.
Oh. What was I saying? Comments. They're all moderated, and the comment showed up on an old video that I had put up, and it was my friend. And I'm going around the world to tell this story. I'm sorry, but he said, it was just a real simple comment. I like this video kind of thing. I commented under it, and I was just like, dude, good to see you, because I've never been able to find him on social media. He's not on social media, and he contacted me. I answered him back through YouTube. Ended up exchanging phone numbers and emails, and believe it or not, God has repaired that friendship. I told him I thought you were going to kill me. I thought I was fearful of my life. I thought maybe you were speaking to me so you could find out where I am to come kill me. He's like, no.
Motley would take him out.
And then I learned all the story of everything. Yeah, Motley would take care of it. But anyway, God put together something I did not ever see getting put back together, and that's been a miracle. It's just been a miracle. And my friend, if you're watching, it's good to have you back. I've been missing you for a long
kayaking
time.
Again sometime.
Yeah, just don't. If you fall out, swim. So that I just wanted to share that story about how God brought my friend and I back together. It was good
Awesome.
good to talk to him again, and I still talk to him every day. I talk to him every day again, and that's cool, and I'm glad. So that's a blessing. So yeah, you mentioned Motley.
I guess I did.
How's everybody doing with your four-legged friends? Everybody have? Do you guys have pets, or is it just us? We have lots of pets. And I know this is a boring week. I'm sorry. I've got a lot of odds and ends I want to talk about, and that kind of leads into one of them. It's been last 2 months. We got a new puppy 2 months ago, and we have been trying to house train this.
He's almost there.
Yeah, he's close.
I'm just gonna look up a picture of him.
He's a golden doodle, and in 4.5 months he's about 50 pounds. He's big. He's real big. Mark's got 2 dogs. Yes, Mark. It was a big blessing, and I'm real grateful for that. There's a picture of Motley. Yeah, that's my buddy Motley.
2 dogs. Martin's got 2 dogs. Good. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got Motley and Lucy. Lucy's a border
We have
collie.
2 dogs and a cat. And Raven, we don't hardly ever see her. She does her own thing. Last night she wanted my attention. She got in my lap and got right in my face, like her head was right here. It's funny. But Motley's always hogging all my time, and I think the cat's getting a little jealous. But anyway, well, good morning, Sandy. Good to see you, my friend.
Good morning, Sandy.
But we've been training Motley and by the way, Sandy's a big pet person. I've always followed her and her sweet posts about her pets. We've been training this dog. What happened was I come home from work one day and my youngest daughter had moved out. Gone.
Really?
She's in town still, but our house was drastically different. I mean, echoes. So I was depressed about that, and I saw this puppy, and I thought, I'll get this puppy. So I did. Got the puppy.
Glad you didn't see an alligator.
Yeah, that would have been really
You think Motley bites? Alligators will be bad. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm just giving the little,
color commentary.
Yeah, it's your podcast. I'm just adding tidbits.
Okay.
I'm the tidbit adder.
Tidbit adder.
That's
Okay.
my job today.
Well,
The coffee's
anyway,
still there.
we've been trying to train this dog. Yesterday, we got home. I went over to see my mom and spend some time with her because we're about to go on a trip. We're going to talk about that trip in a minute.
Can you guess where we're going?
All
right, go ahead. I digress. Go.
I got home and opened the door in our house. I wish you could have seen our house.
Well, I had to send the couches because
You had to what?
there's no couches in our house because Haley's dog had eaten holes in the couches, and they had to go with her and the dog.
So when she moved out with her dog, she carried the furniture. There's 2 chairs in our house.
I like it that way.
Our whole house has 2 chairs. In fact, we were looking at folding chairs at Academy Sports a while ago, thinking we could put this in our living room, folding chair. Yeah, so there you go. That dog has been really cool. It's been a blessing, and it's like a great big Muppet. But at the same time, we've been training that dog. My youngest daughter moved out. Work has been a total nightmare lately. Not necessarily because of anybody at work.
We love you all people at work.
Yeah, it's not that as much as it is just the stress that the company is putting on them and on us. And I mean, there are some people up there that could be nicer, but
That's everywhere.
it's everywhere. The customers,
It's
man,
everywhere.
I think it might be the pandemic. I don't know exactly what it could be, but it's pronounced dog. Yeah, dog. It's a dog. I think it's the pandemic and the stress of school almost being over, and it's just been crazy here lately. And then the dog when I walked in yesterday and saw that, I was just like,
He was hungry.
Well, it looked like it snowed in there because he had torn up an entire roll of paper towels. He chewed up my remote on the television. Oh my goodness.
He was just trying to watch the dog channel.
Yeah.
It was hard for his paws to push the buttons. He was trying to use his teeth. Okay, sorry.
Y'all see this? You see this that I'm talking about? Anyway.
Get back to the subject.
So,
Quit getting off topic.
we're going on a trip to get away and escape.
Going on a trip. There's old someone going on a trip to mighty Mississippi. Yes, we're gonna get away.
You are on one today.
Oh.
You are. Anyway, we're going on a trip. And I want to talk a little bit about that. I don't know how much you'll talk. You'll probably just joke your way through this. But you see to it that every 2 to 3 years we go to Disney World.
Yes.
Why?
I love it.
Well, I know you love it, but
Get away from reality. It's the happiest place on earth.
yeah. Just a little backstory. Tammie has a second job. Actually, we both have second jobs.
Yes.
Tammie has a second job. That is she makes crafts for a flea market.
Crafts. Okay, go ahead.
What?
Nothing.
What did you say?
It's like I said, it could be crap or crafts, whatever you want to call
It's not
it.
crap. She paints things, and it's crazy good. David says the factory has so much work we're being offered overtime every day. Yeah, they're not letting us get overtime at work, but gosh, the time that we are there, you are beat up. You just are beat up. But she paints, and so she has this little flea market. And I got to be honest, I've had a little bit of, and when I talk about this, like on here and on social media, sometimes I feel guilty because it's not cheap to go down to this place.
No.
But you work hard for this. You have this flea market, you have this booth, and you sell these crafts to do two things. One is to put our daughter through college, and the other one is to go on these trips.
Yeah.
That's really what she does. She really does. Now I have a second job too, where I am a health coach, and I help people with weight loss. And I this year I went through, or I'm still going through an improvement, a big change in my own health, a big change. And now I'm teaching other people how to do it too. And I have quite a few clients. I've got 17 or 18 clients, I guess. But all that aside, you work hard for these, selling these.
I work hard for my money.
You do,
So
selling
hard.
these paintings so that you can
my
do
money.
this thing. This is what one of your passions.
Yes.
I remember, and we've kind of carried on a tradition of sorts, because when I was a kid, my parents did that too. They saw to it that every couple of years we would have a vacation, that we would get away, we'd get out of town, we would go. And when I got into ministry, into church ministry, I had to do that to be able to relax, because in church ministry you literally are on call 24 hours a day. Your phone's ringing, it's something going on, especially in youth work. You youth guys, youth pastors, heart goes out to you. Your phone is going off all hours of the night, all weekends. Every time you get a day off and you think you're going to go fishing, you can't because something happens. You have to go to the hospital. I mean, it's very, very stressful. And it's interesting to me. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the statistics on ministers and pastors and missionaries, and how high the rate of depression is among those people. I mean, it's high. And I think part of it is because they are in that stressful position.
You take on everybody else's problems.
Take on lots of, especially if you're like me and you have the gift of mercy and you're a little empathetic. You absorb what's going on around you everywhere, and you carry it around too. Some people do not have that problem. I have that problem. Little things are fine until I've got 100 little things, and then they're heavy, And then you couple that with everything going on, with relatives that are sick and training the dog and all this just weirdness that's going on all the time. Busy at work, and then I have a second job and all these things. So it's good to get away. It's good to escape. But I remember whenever I was a kid, my parents doing that too, and they made a kind of a tradition of taking people along with them. And one of those times was you.
Yep.
I remember being a teenager, and me and Tammie were dating. We had met in the church youth group.
Yeah.
And we were dating, and my parents loved this one, loved her. And they still, my mom still, what?
I was playing.
My mom still loves her. You're going to get us copyrighted if you don't stop.
I'm sorry.
They're going to do a strike on us.
All right, one
You're
more.
so crazy. So, you know what that one is, right? Y'all know what that one was? I made one of my pastors give me half the work so he could spend time with his family. That's an awesome thing, David. It's what are you doing?
Okay.
I'm going to let you talk, and I'm going to interrupt you.
That's my job. I'm interrupting.
You're doing so good.
Thank you.
You're doing so good. No, I'm just playing with you. But I am. But my parents always carried friends of mine with us whenever we would go on these trips, and one of them that we did every 2 or 3 years was Disney World. We would always go, and some of my earliest memories as a child come from that place. Probably one of my very earliest memories as a child. I probably was 5, maybe 6, but I don't know that I was even 6 years old. I remember going to Disney World and riding the Haunted Mansion, and that's my shirt, by the way, is Haunted Mansion shirt. There. I remember that, and I remember being scared of it until my mom explained to me that it's really not a scary house; it's more of a fun house, and so I loved it.
I didn't do that one. That one did it on its own.
I loved it, and we did it 2 or 3 times because I loved it so much, and to this day, it's still one of my favorite rides. I love the Haunted Mansion. It's fun. But that tradition of going and carrying a friend brought you in to it, and you had never been there before.
Nope, never been.
And I distinctly remember when we came home, you cried. I remember that. You didn't want to come home. You loved
Probably
it.
not. I need to move there.
You loved it. And
Yes, I love
I guess my
Christmas.
question, and I'm going to let you talk for a few minutes, is what is it? Try to explain to me what it is, because you see to it that we do this. So I'm putting you on the spot. If you had to tell these people why you do what we're doing, why would
I
you?
don't know. You go. We always stay on site.
Why is it worth though you getting a job and you're doing this boo just so that because that's what you do it for.
That to pay for college
Yeah, but I mean it's a good half and half.
and the Corona stimulus.
So why?
Put my stimulus to good use, people.
Why do you? And I'm going to find some Mickey Mouse music and play while you're talking.
It's right there on my phone.
Okay.
I like it because you go and you park there and you gotta interrupt me.
I'm not going to interrupt you. I'll let you talk.
And it's in a whole different world. You don't have to get back in your car for a week and a half, and you don't have to cook or clean, and just everybody's happy. And
We've had some weird stuff happen down there that wasn't happy.
yeah, we
Remember the time-
talked about that.
Remember the time I got the abscess tooth and my face swelled up like
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I had a tooth that got infected, and it was bothering me when we left. And by the 3rd or 4th day at Disney World, I had this thing on the side of my head. It was just like, it was bad.
It's just happy. And it could be anywhere, not necessarily Disney.
Yeah, exactly.
Anywhere to get away, camping. We camp some.
And that's new for us. We've kind of learned that the last
COVID.
year. Yeah. And the last year we've learned that, and it kind of does the same thing. We kind of go into our little bubble, and so.
Yeah. Just anywhere to get away from reality and just take a break from the world. Why did Jesus go into the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights?
To pray.
Well, we're going to pray while we're at Disney. he wanted to get away from the world,
Yeah.
and he went to the wilderness. So we'll just getting away.
Yeah.
It's nice to restart, just get away from your stressors.
I think one of the things for me is that I can put my phone down. Is that stupid? I can put my
No.
and you know, when I say that, I always make the announcement because a lot of my friends, you guys, are you're wondering where I'm at because I'm always carrying on some kind of nonsense on social media, but we have a fly flying around, but I really tone that back because I want to focus on you while we're gone.
Yeah.
And spend time with you. And I carry it with me because I like to take pictures and video clips and stuff like that. In fact, if you guys are interested, I don't know if you would be interested or not. You may or may not care, but if you guys want me to, if you follow me on my own personal I won't do it here on Sanctuary, but if you follow me on my own personal Facebook page, I'll go share some live video every now and then while we're gone. Maybe go live and just say hey and let you see kind of what I'm seeing. Haley says lice.
Yeah, we got head lice there. We
We-
talked about that one time.
We did. Maggie put on a hat or something in one of the
Wig.
rides. It was a wig, that's right. And it had lice in it, and we had to spend the night delousing her. That was weird. But yeah,
Brandon said he needs one of those breaks, breaks.
yeah, you need one of them there breaks, Brandon. Even if you don't do anything, but just put your phone down. Even if I just stayed home and just put my phone down. Why don't we do that more? I don't know. Mark says, I've only been to Epcot once. It was back whenever Navy party hard. I was too hungover to really enjoy it. Yeah, you need to.
You go sober.
Go sober and you would enjoy it, dude. It's really nice. It truly is, as far as Earth is concerned, it's otherworldly because you're completely separated from anything to do with your normal life. You're not in your car. You're not in your own home. The food is exquisite. The
Food's much better than it used to be.
yeah, the food's good.
Everybody's happy.
Except for
Happy
about
music.
3 o'clock every afternoon, you start seeing kids have their meltdowns.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Or grannies running over people with their scooters.
Yeah, grannies like to run people over with their scooters. Had one run over my foot with her scooter last time we were there. This time they're doing the social distancing thing. I'm interested to see how that goes.
Don't get between me and a churro.
Okay. I've got this T-shirt and it's Michael Myers, the masked face, and I've got Mickey Mouse ears on Michael Myers, and under it says I would kill for a Dole Whip.
Did you find it?
I found it. Yeah. Dole Whip is like a soft serve pineapple ice cream. It's really good. But yeah, it was just it's just I don't know. It's just it's a cool place. It's different. It's fun. And yeah, if Mark, I'll do that. I'll pull my phone out and take a picture or two, video or two, and let you guys kind of see some of where we're at and what we're doing, and share some of that with you. But I always have to preface that by saying that I will not be my normal social media self for that week and a half while we're gone, because I'll be doing some time. Oh yeah, you can see it in that picture. You want to show them?
It's the front part of this little shirt.
Yeah, that's my shirt, and under it says I'd kill for a Dole Whip. But, so
That was from about 2 years ago.
I've got another one that says my favorite Disney villain is my wife.
I burned that one.
Oh, I found it.
Today you
I found it. It's got Maleficent horns.
Tomorrow it won't be there.
So, there you go. Clothesline Granny right out of the chair. Right?
We need to take some clothesline. That's a good idea, David.
Yeah. So, but I think escape is important. And I want to encourage you, folks, to do that, to escape. Not necessarily go there, because you have to get
It could
another
be
job
anywhere.
just to go there. But this is not cheap. But
We're drinking water.
We're drinking water.
Haley, we're drinking water.
Eating crackers.
Can I have some more free water, please?
A crust of bread. A crust of bread. Alms for the poor.
You got any leftover old churros for an old lady?
We'll put you in a scooter and let you run people over, and when you hit them, you can steal their
Grab
churros.
the churros. Yes.
Yeah,
We'll be the churro bandits.
that's it. That's it. Well, I said I'd kill for a Dole Whip. But anyway, escape a little bit. Find a happy place for you. That's Tammie's happy place, and I enjoy it. So I enjoy going too. But that has been your. If I had to think of your happy place, that would be where I would say it is, because that's your.
Hobby Lobby.
You love that, and yeah. Plus, it's got cool Star Wars stuff, and I like Star Wars. But you like Star Wars too.
Yeah.
You're a Star Wars fan, Mandalorian, and all that stuff. So, I got me a Mando T-shirt I'm going to wear this time. So,
I have a Baby Yoda shirt. We'll wear them together.
We'll wear them together.
We need matching shirts.
We'll wear them together. Where else can you go, though, and spend money on Mickey ears that you never wear anywhere else in the world except for there while you're there? So, unless you're sitting at a coffee shop called T-Bones in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. By the way, thank you, T-Bones, for letting us use your table. Your Wi-Fi wouldn't work, so I had to connect to my hotspot. But here we are. Ren and Stimpy, happy, happy, joy, joy.
I love Ren and
I'll
Stimpy.
teach your grandmother to suck eggs. Yeah. Escape.
It's my ice cream bar.
It's my ice cream bar. I used to like Ren and Stimpy. Moser? Yeah. So there you go. Find some escape and enjoy doing so. You want to hear about how, did I tell you about, I may not have told you that Buford had his first, got in trouble with Facebook. Did I tell you about that? I didn't tell you about that?
No.
I have this character. If you guys are not following Brother Buford on social media, you should. He's a character that I created that is a fundamentalist Baptist, B-A-B-T-I-S-T, preacher. And and he misspells words, and his grammar is awful, and he's very judgmental. He has a pointed finger all the time, and he's pointing at everybody and judging. He's real judgmental. And he loves to tell everybody that, what's up, Jamie? He loves to tell everybody that they're going to hell. But he got in trouble with Facebook this week. Interestingly enough, I've been about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, Facebook had an update, and some of you guys may know the one I'm talking about. It's a weird update, and it's been difficult for me to get used to. But they kind of merge all your accounts into one now, and you click on which one you want to do when you're talking. So all of my accounts are all there, and I've got Scott Heron, I've got my pastor page, I've got Sanctuary, I've got Brother Buford, I've got my health coaching page. They're all kind of all in there together. And we wonder why I need to escape. I've got 5 Facebook pages. I have 5 email addresses. I've got Twitter, Instagram, taking them off? Hurting your head. I've got all these things all going on at one time. But one of the things that they do, which I think is cool, is it allows me to easily select Brother Buford, and if I have a funny thought or I think of a funny post, I'll go and I'll post it, and I'll just click Brother Buford, I'll post it, and it goes straight to his page. So over the last couple of weeks, Brother Buford has put up his own judgmental, fundamentalist, aggravating post, and that's just the best way to talk. His Brother Buford's photo across the top of his Facebook page is, I don't remember what they call those, wallpaper or whatever, is "I'm more religiouser," is what his thing says. But anyway, I put one up, and I just thought it was hilarious. And it was about WASP. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard or listened to WASP. Wait, are you telling me that you and Brother Buford are one? No, I would never say that. I would never say that. But we've never been seen in the same place at the same time. I can't do Brother Buford videos anymore because I've got all the hair and the earrings. I can't do it. But what's up, Dwayne?
Buford can have a man bun.
Buford with a man bun. That would be funny. Well, anyway, I put up a post about Wasp. Wasp was a band that back in the 80s, early 80s, all the way up till probably 86, 88, they were bad. The band put up, I mean, it was obviously demonic stuff and pretty evil band. Well, the lead singer was Blackie Lawless, and he became a born-again Christian. And now if you go and you look him up, you can find all kinds of things where, you know, they'll have a Wasp concert.
A wig. Brother Beaver could have a wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
could
agree.
do that. But Blackie would if you look him up now, you can find him praying in Wasp concerts in front of the audience. He talks. He's vocal about his faith. He talks about Christ, and Wasp released a Christian record called Golgotha, and it's blatantly Christian, very obviously and bold in their Christianity. The song Golgotha is the chorus of that song is him, Blackie Lawless, singing over and over, "Jesus, I need you now. Jesus, I need you now." So I mean, it's very cool to see him make such a change in his life when you know how far the other way he was.
Yeah.
And I know even more about that than I will share here, but just through the things that I know, it's just an amazing about face that God has done a mighty work. But Buford is not convinced. And Buford did a post that said, if Blackie Lawless of Wasp was really born again, I don't believe he's really a Christian, because if he was really born again, he would have changed his name to Whitey Lawful. And that was what Buford said in his post on Facebook. And he said that he thought the name Whitey was way more religiouser than Blackie Lawless. He should be changed it to Whitey Lawful. That's not his real name. Blackie Lawless isn't his real name. That's a stage name. But anyway, that was the comment. And I asked my friend on a text message, I said, "What do you think about this? Is it too much?" And in my thought, I'm thinking that, you know, Blackie is now a Christian. I don't want to do anything that's going to upset Blackie, because it was just a joke, and he may not realize that Buford is just it's just jokes, you know, just being silly.
Buford's real.
But before I could even finish the thought, I got a remark from Facebook saying that that flagged it. They said we're looking at this post. Basically said that they were going to check it out because they thought it was racist because of the name Whitey. And so I just took it down. They were going to take it down anyway. They wouldn't have understood the connotation, so I took it down. But I just thought it was very interesting that Buford was in Facebook trouble. He was going to go to Facebook jail because he was calling Blackie Lawless Whitey Lawful. And you would think Buford would like that, though. You know, well, he would like it if he were calling himself lawful, because he likes the law. But he said he's lawless. That's his name, Blackie Lawless. That's why I don't like it. You don't look convinced. So anyway, that's how Buford got in trouble with Facebook.
Oh, Buford went to jail.
Yeah, Buford was going to Facebook
You could
jail.
do a series of Buford in jail.
That would be bad.
Buford goes to jail.
Now that you guys are getting to know Tammie a little bit, can you recognize a lot of the Buford humor actually came from you? You had a lot of those ideas that we shared with Buford.
Did I?
Yeah.
I forgot.
You're the one that told me I need to hold a chicken that time. You held the chicken.
Well, everybody needs to hold a chicken.
I had lots of that kind of stuff. Great tracks, great. Yeah, it is a good album, Mark and Dwayne. It's Wasp. I mean, it's just good music. But now I don't mind listening to it, because before it was bad. It was bad music. Although I always thought the one track about trying to think of which one it was. There's one of the Wasp tracks. If you were to look at it through a Christian connotation, it changed the whole meaning of the song. I don't even remember the song now. But I'm a Wild Child. They have a song called "I'm a Wild Child," and that was back in their crazy bad days. But it would really be. It was always really cool to me, and he still sings the song now. But now as a Christian singing "I'm a Wild Child," it changes the whole reason behind the song.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. If you look up the lyrics of that song and look at it through Christian eyes, it kind of changes everything. But anyway, all that to say that it is now 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes left. And do you guys have anything that you would like to talk about before we close this thing
It's
out?
time for the dance interpretation time. You're first.
No, I'm not doing the dance. Why- You thought of dancing? Go.
I said you.
I'll give you $1. I'll stuff $1 in you.
There's not enough room to do the worm or snake here.
Is that what you do when you dance?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I watched Mongol metal band. Okay. I don't guess I know them. Here's a band I bet some of you guys don't remember. I heard yesterday for the first time in years the band Jafria. You ever heard Jafria?
I think you let me listen to them
I
before.
used to love Jafria. Anybody ever heard of them? How's that one for obscure? Lots of old obscure bands were coming up yesterday on Spotify. By the way, they're raising the price of Spotify. Did you see that? It's going up $1.
Oh, that is just a sin.
$1.
We'll go back to free Pandora.
I don't know how musicians make it in today's world by they don't get paid like they used to. I mean, I don't know how they do it. Just don't know how they do it.
Got to work second jobs.
Yeah. Have to paint signs and sell them in a flea
Then do
market.
their passion, yeah.
So, well, there you go. Well, in my case, I'm selling diet food. And it works.
Yeah. You're looking hot today.
Well, thanks a lot. You're such a comedian. You're on it today, aren't you? You can't say it with a straight face.
No, I'm laughing.
Uh-huh.
You laughing.
Right. They merge more. Oh, okay. Traditional instruments. Yeah, there's another band that does that, David, that merges traditional instruments with metal. Elevite. You ever heard of Elevite? They take old.
Is that vitamins in Spanish?
It's a Norwegian band that takes old Viking instruments and plays it along with metal.
Oh, that would be cool.
Eluvite.
Sounds good.
It's very cool. It's very cool. You need to check them out if you haven't heard them. And I'll look up your band there, David, and check them out. Well, I'm impressed that you guys would care to even hang out with us today. I don't know exactly why you would want to, other than this beautiful girl sitting next to me.
Sorry.
You're the reason they watch. We know that.
I don't have the cool earrings, cool hair.
Yes, you do. Look at that.
Cool.
Look, you got cool earrings.
The cool facial hair. I do have
Well, you
facial
got-
hair.
yeah,
but
you
not
got-
as much as you. Just like
Yeah, you're doing good.
I'm growing my beard. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Trying.
I'm trying to get the what is it, the old man monobrow, unibrow.
You're getting there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's happening.
Yeah. Good job.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See how cool I'm going to look one day?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe her whenever she says that I'm looking good. I don't believe her. Not at all. They whistled at you. Did you hear them? Did y'all hear them whistle? Ah.
It's you, buddy.
Tammy, did you like the video that I did for you and Scott? That was the video of the picture that the guy blew up and put on the wall, and it was the one I showed you that had the glitter coming up. Or
Oh,
it
yes.
wasn't really like glitter. It was like I don't even know what you. It was like the sky was on fire.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
burning.
That was cool. That was awesome. Very artistic.
I don't know how you guys do what you do. I can't even get this thing to connect so that we can get online to do a podcast. I've had to
We're on there.
piggyback on my phone. This thing makes it look like you're wearing a scarf all the time.
That's awesome.
Like I'm wearing a scarf. So, there you go.
Now we're just making up nonsense.
Yeah, trying to waste some time. So how about I pray and we ask God. Brandon says, I'm enjoying it. I haven't watched it. Well, thank you, Brandon. Dude, I'm glad you're enjoying it, because I sometimes I look at these things and I don't know why in the world you guys watch other than her.
You're charismatic. Yes.
You're my charismatic wife.
Okay.
Let's pray real quick, and then we'll let you guys get back to your wonderful lives and escape.
We're going to Sam's.
Yippee!
Got to buy more leggings.
We got to get stuff. We got to get stuff for this trip. that we're going on. But yeah, if you guys are interested,
Muffins and leggings.
since you guys are saying that you think that would be a good idea, that's what I'm going to do. Be sure to go, two things before we go. Be sure to go to my personal Facebook page and friend me there, and I will do some live videos from Disney while we're there starting this weekend. And then another thing is, because Facebook's given us so much trouble, it's not just my brother Buford that he's given trouble to. It's Pastor Bob. It's all of it. Facebook is really wearing us out, and they're censoring a lot of what we can do. So even what we're doing here probably will not be around very long, or if it is, it'll be in some muted form. Go to sanctuaryinternational.com and sign up for the newsletter. If you go to the sanctuaryinternational.com and sign up for the newsletter, then you will get links to videos like this. And wherever we're posting them, it'll link to that, so that you'll be able to see them. You won't miss them. We love it when you join us here live, because then we can carry on conversation with you. But other than that, it's we don't want to lose you.
Video in Sam's.
So I'm not going to do a live video in Sam's.
Okay.
No.
Get all little samples.
I'm not going to do a live video of me eating samples in Sam's.
That'd be awesome. I'll be trying on
boy.
leggings and you eat samples.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Her trying on leggings and samples. Leggings and samples. Boots and pants and boots and pants.
Boots and pants and boots and pants. Okay.
All right. So do those two things. Go follow me on my personal page, and I will give you some updates live from Disney starting this weekend. I'll shoot a live video or two every day if I see something that I think you guys might would like. And it may not be 30 seconds long, but at least you'll get a little clip. And then follow the newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter at sanctuaryinternational.com. And that way, if Facebook or YouTube or whatever decides to censor us out, we can still contact you and let you know where our stuff is. That's very important. So we want to be sure that you do that, okay? All right, let me pray with us for just a minute, and then we will let you guys get back to your lives and escape
Sayonara.
from all of this stuff that we're throwing your way right now. All right, let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the time that we have together as friends. Thank you for the fact that we are family, as brothers and sisters under the Godhead of Christ. And Lord, we love you so much, and we're so thankful for who you are, for what you did on the cross, for the gift and the blessings that you've given us, for the grace that the cross has afforded us, and for the forgiveness of sin, and for the ability to be able to escape and walk in freedom, newness of life with you. And help us just to be reminded in Psalm 46:10 that there are so many things that we need to stop doing and just be still and know that you are God, and be reminded of that a lot. We need that a lot. So Father, forgive us for the times that we've let you down, and for the times that we've not lived up to the standards that you've held for us as your children. And teach us and show us the things that you would have us to do. We love you, and I thank you for each and every person that's hearing my voice right now, and pray that you will bless them in a powerful and mighty way. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, folks, thank you so much. And we sure look forward to getting to spend some more time with you. And not this Monday or the next Monday. We won't be here. We may pop in, depending on where we are on those days, on Sanctuary and do something if we're able to. But if we're not, you'll know why. But if you will be on my personal page, I'll be doing a lot of popping in on there and saying hello to you and that
We'll
kind
call
of
you
thing.
Mary
So.
Poppins. Okay.
Oh boy.
Poppins.
With that, I'm going to sign off. Love you guys.
Love you.
You are something else, Miss Tammie. You are